Hey dancers, this is a shorter stretch routine that is for those of us that want to be flexible, but are not that flexible right now. This is put together really specifically to be effective on the muscles that we're choosing, but really easy on the joints. And I find that sometimes when we're trying to get more flexible, we do things that are really challenging on the joints, which does not help us in the long run. So these are going to be very easy and safe, effective exercises for those of us that want to be more flexible. So all you will need, if you choose to, is a couple of yoga blocks and maybe a yoga mat. If you have neither of those, they're not necessary. It's just an added bonus if you want a little extra support. So let's come down on the ground. We're going to move together and go through this whole routine together at one time. So we're going to start with the happy baby. We're going to be bringing the feet up towards the ceiling and letting the legs relax towards the chest. Now I find that most people don't feel super comfortable in the hips. So if we bring a yoga block underneath our hips and then bring your knees up, now the low back can really relax, less pressure in the hips. Grab onto your shins or your feet, and let's take a couple deep breaths here. If your hips feel pinchy in the front, you can let the knees open a little bit wider, but try to keep them together if they're feeling good. Last deep breath. Wonderful. Go ahead and put your feet down on the floor. Take the yoga block out from underneath you. We're going to go into a glute stretch. So crossing one leg over the other, figure 4. Straighten the leg up towards the ceiling. And then bend the knee and let that be the thing that pushes in. Instead of you yanking and rounding up, this leg can tell you how far, and it is much easier to control. So let's straighten the leg and do it together. Bend the knee and push the foot as far as it needs to go to feel a stretch in the crossed leg hip. Take some deep breaths here while you're pushing with this foot. Let's lower that foot down, switch sides, cross the other leg over, bring the knee up, straighten the leg, and then bend the knee in towards your chest to stretch. Taking deep breaths as you're pushing your foot towards you. Keeping your low back long will help you put the stretch into the glute and not into your low back or pinchy in the hip flexors. Good. Lower the foot down and down to the floor. We're going to roll ourselves over onto our side, and we're going to do a bow and arrow into a T stretch. So in a fetal position with my knees pulled up, I'm going to drag my hand across my chest into a T, into an upper back twist, and we'll hold here. So starting reaching forward, relax the head, pull the hand back towards the T, and take some deep breaths, letting both shoulders soften towards the floor. Every breath relaxes your chest more. And bring the hand back across. Good. Very nice. Roll yourself onto the other side, and we'll set up for our other twist. Both hands reach forward and drag the hand back into a T and soften, letting the low back relax as much as you can and shoulders soften down towards the floor. Bring your hand across. And reach back. You're gonna bring yourself upright. And this is where we might want to be grabbing onto the yoga blocks. So bring yourself up into a kneeling position. And we're gonna bring one leg forward, maybe using the yoga blocks as we tip and hold. The support system really makes this more tolerable on the low back and hamstrings, allowing your hamstrings to stretch more. If you're not gonna use the yoga blocks, hands on your hips, into the tip. So let's try it together. Bringing yourself upright, sending your hips back, foot is flexed, and we breathe. As I keep my low back long and my chest proud, this puts more stretch into my hamstrings. You do not have to reach your head for your shin. Slow, deep breaths. Bring yourself up. We're gonna switch legs. Other leg comes forward. Square the hips, flex the foot, find your upright hip, and then tip yourself forward into a stretch. Keeping the foot flexed will make the stretch more. And keeping your chest proud will make the stretch more. Bringing yourself upright and back onto your knees. You may want to use a yoga block for this next one. We're going to take a forward lunge. So the lunge is going to be really important to stay square, pull up in the belly, and then push forward with the back glute. I'm not going to reach all the way forward. I'm actually going to get much more stretch if I keep myself upright. If you need a little balance, here for help is something you can use. If not, let's go. Square the hips, tucking under and shifting forward. Keeping your body upright and the belly feeling like it's pulling up will give you a nice stretch through the hip flexor and front of the quad. Deep breaths as you slowly are pushing forward and down through the knee. Shift your weight back and switch legs. Bring the other leg forward. Square off, bend that leg, and then shift forward. Keeping the small tuck in the hip, even hips. It's good, a little bit longer. And shift your weight back. Great. We're gonna go into a puppy pose, which is an upper back stretch. And you have a couple options for this. One is that your hips stay high, arms reach out, and you drop your forehead down to the floor, like this. Second option, if it's not comfortable on the shoulders, is to bend the elbows and put the forehead on your hands, and then let your chest drop down towards the floor. Whichever option you choose, it's about the upper back sinking down towards the floor as the hips stay high. So let's get yourself down into this position. Arms long or bent is fine. Set yourself up. Hips stay high and the chest softens down towards the floor. Deep breaths, letting your collarbones sink towards the floor. Upper back stretch is what we're going for. Bring yourself up, back onto your knees. And we're gonna bring our toes underneath us so that we're curling them under in a little heel sit. This is gonna stretch out the bottom of the feet a lot. So if it's too much to be upright, you can shift your weight forward or down on the ground and moderate how much weight you put back in your toes. So let's try this all together. Come up, curl the toes under, and then sit back. Just let those toes stretch. Don't worry, we're not gonna stay here for the whole 30 seconds. You can sit up, point your toes, take a small break. It's pretty intense, but we're gonna go one more time. Sit up, curl under, and shift your weight back. Hands can be on the floor, or on your quads, or fully upright. Just letting those big toes relax. Get a big stretch under the feet. And then point the toes and sit back. Very nice. Now the last thing we want to do before we're done is give our neck and traps a little bit of a stretch. So you're going to take one hand, pull your ear towards your shoulder, and very gently soften and relax through this side. It's very gentle in the pull, almost nothing. Let's try it all together. Bring one hand over. It's like I'm pulling my ear up, and then I'm letting my head soften towards my shoulder. Some deep breaths, relaxing through the neck and the trap. Last breath. Release that. Bring the other side. Hand reaches over. Pulling your neck long before it goes over and into the stretch. Relaxing the neck and the top of the shoulder. Gentle weight in the hand, not yanking my neck. Last breath. Release there. Very nice. Good work. I hope this is something you can come back to. Very simple, but effective, and the position always matters in our stretches. So save this one, like it so you know where to find it later. And we'll see you back here for this and other stretches to help you reach your dancing goals.